So you guys already know about what's been going on, as far as nepotism when it goes to talking about LeBron James and Bronny James, right? So here's another situation, but it's not going the same exact way. Carmelo Anthony's son, Kiyan, is it Kiyan or Kiyan? I'm gonna say Kiyan. Kiyan Anthony was snubbed from the McDonald's All-American list. Now, for those of you who haven't seen Kiyan play, he's a really good player. He pretty much plays like his dad, Carmelo Anthony. Plays just like him. Smooth, nice stroke, strong, can get to the cup. He's not as athletic, but he's lengthy. He can still get a bucket. Got a nice little meaty on him. Got a nice little stroke on him. Got a nice handle. But he is solid. I believe he was number one. I believe he's ranked number one in New York. And he still didn't make he still did not make the McDonald's All-American list. This is crazy to me. So let's see what the fuck happened. And let's see what Carmelo got to say about it.
Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So, guys, I want to talk about a topic I see.
Shout out to NBA Cinema for the content.
Going viral on social media right now as Kiyan Anthony was snubbed from the McDonald's All-American game. He was the number one ranked player in the state of New York, 6'6" guard, going to Syracuse, son of, a future Hall of Fame player in the NBA, Carmelo Anthony. And
now Hall of Famer, because he has been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony, dog. Well fucking deserved, bro. Well fucking deserved, Carmelo, bro. You've done a lot for the NBA. You put in work while you was in the league, and can't nobody take that away from you, big dog. Even though you left a little bit earlier than you should have, because they just pretty much put you on the back burner, which I think sucked. But hey, well deserved. Congratulations, bro. Salute to you.
Obviously, this has started up the conversations about Bronny's ascension in the ranking, seemingly out of nowhere when he was in high school. Now, Bronny didn't play bad, in the showcases, but there was an element there that you saw him play with politics where someone like Simeon Wilcher, who ended up at St. John's, probably was right on the cusp of making an All-American game, but Bronny, he moved from 40s, 50s, 60s up to the top 20, just in line in time for him to make the McDonald's All-American game, right? And people saying it's good optics to have LeBron courtside at the McDonald's All-American game. Always been a business, right? Not making this a diss to Bronny or Bron, but people are now talking about Kiyan not making the All-American game, and none more notably than his father. Let's check it out.
Listen, I'm gonna say this though. I gotta say this. You can't bring Bronny into the conversation. You can't bring Bronny into the conversation. They're two different. They're two different players, two different times. Because if you want to keep it above, which I don't understand, Bronny can act. Y'all acting like Bronny is a charity case. He can fucking hoop, dog. What are you talking about? Buddy is a fucking bucket. What are we talking about right now? So let's not try to bring the LeBron James and Bronny shit into the situation. And this is the same situation here. Kiyan Anthony can fucking hoop. He can fucking ball. And to be number one in New York, I know they got a lot of fucking hoopers out there. And for him to be listed as number one in New York and not make the All-American, yeah, that's crazy work to me. That's crazy work.
McDonald's All-American game roster was announced, and the number one ranked player in New York was noticeably absent.
Anthony family once again gets jerked. They jerked us.
Melo was so hot, he didn't even text me back when I asked.
This team been set for 4 years now, since freshman year. They start planning all the games together. They start traveling together.
It's very political.
I think he deserved to make it. No bias. I think he really put the work in and really deserved to be a McDonald's All-American because of his journey and because of his trajectory and how his development went. A kid who played freshman basketball his freshman year to becoming the #1 player in the state of New York. That should mean something itself.
I was hot.
I'm gonna tell you what I was even hotter about. I did the McDonald's deal.
I ain't gonna lie, I saw that commercial the other day too.
That's kind of wild though. He do a McDonald's deal, his son don't even get in just off the strength of your father's name. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I don't get that. But I will say this though. No, wait, I'm gonna let them finish.
I'm like, oh, this is a wrap. I'm being kind of a little optimistic and then I'm like, nah, they gonna jerk him. This was early, like, nah, they gonna jerk him. Every day, 20, 25, this, that. He hasn't lost a game since. One game in the championship, Scholastic Championship against Lincoln Academy. They the #3 team in the country. Like, what are we sitting here talking about? How? That's my perspective on it. I think he got jerked. I think he deserved it. I think there's a couple other kids who actually deserved it as well. No knock to the kids that's there, but what's the criteria now? You're winning against these guys. What does it mean? And this is the first time in a long time that the #1 player in the state of New York, a top 30 kid, didn't.
Yo, if you in here, make sure you liking the live, man. Don't just sit here and watch your boy. Make sure you like the live. It's gonna help the algorithm reach the people who like my type of content, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Make the McDonald's All-American game. It ain't about the game. Yeah, you missed the game, but it's like the lesson in that. Don't stop working. Just because you don't get what you want, don't stop working.
It's a part of his story now.
Then it becomes, we don't need a score. He's just a scorer. And I'm like, oh, damn. So he's getting penalized early for doing something very, very good.
Wait, if you don't need a score, what do you need? You need a defender in the McDonald's game?
He's a lockdown defender. This is no I laugh at like, damn, you locking up. He locks down.
I think it's a good thing ultimately, man.
I told him, I said, look, and sometimes it's a fine line because he could be like, yo, dad, but damn, you was a #1 player. You made McDonald's game. You did this and you did. I'm like, it's different than the politics that you have to deal with today. The fact that I was a #1 player and I had all of that and I built that, you have to deal with some of that today. Yep. It's inevitable. I'm speaking for all the kids. What is the criteria in this?
Kind of like how
I will say this though. I will say this. That's gonna put a battery in Kiyan's back though. Oh, you think it ain't? Oh, that's gonna put a battery in his back. You understand me? Buddy you just woke up a fucking beast. That's what y'all just did. Y'all just woke up a beast, bro. He already had it in him. Now he just finna go to a whole new level, dog. Oh my God.
Mello phrase that. I've been thoroughly impressed with Kiyan Anthony, to be honest with you. He's one of those guys that we've watched develop right in front of our eyes. His growth spurt, we saw the ball handling skills come. We saw the athleticism start to develop. The shooting has been there for a while, but now we're seeing him shoot it in people's face. We saw him go up to the NBPA top 100, put up some big some big scoring outputs amongst the top players. So he's done everything that you needed to do to position yourself for the McDonald's All-American game. Top 30 player, top player in New York, not represented in the McDonald's All-American game. That seems a little bit crazy when you look at it. But, you know, I know the comparisons will come with Bronny. But, you know, just looking at it for me personally, I just think Kiyan should have made it. It ain't even about Bronny. It's not a conversation about Bronny.
Exactly. Yeah. So don't even bring Bronny into the conversation. This ain't got shit to do with Bronny. This is all about Kiyan. Don't bring Bronny into it because Bronny deserved what he got, and he's working his ass off to be where he's at, and he deserves a spot as well. But this ain't about Bronny. This is about Kiyan. And I think that he deserves to be there too. I believe that he deserves to be a McDonald's All-American, 1,000%.
That I'm seeing online, unless, you know, you kind of want to talk about the politics in it, but there's other politics too. Like if a kid is going to Duke and then another kid chooses SMU, but he's a top kid, sometimes, you know, they may take him, but sometimes that may kind of push him out and they'll pull another kid in that's going to go sit the bench at Duke, you know, that first year for the most part. And so there's always been politics and there's level of politics. And I know people are highlighting this because we've seen, you know, in the last few years, Bronny and now Kiyan coming out. And, you know, Melo and LeBron will always be looped together. And it's funny how that's happening again, right? We having the comparisons with their sons, just talking about, the McDonald's All-American game and that whole path. It seemed like just yesterday we were talking about Melo and LeBron and them being rookies and Melo being a year older than Bron in the 2002 class, Brian being in the 2003 class and all that. But now we're talking about their kids. Isn't that something for us that's made it that long? But I like that.
Nah, I like Kiyan's game, bro. He's smooth as shit on it. He's smooth as shit on the court.
Melo said that you can use this opportunity to develop your game. They're saying you just a scorer, you don't lock up. That may be why you didn't get in the game. Okay, that's good. I need that. And because I'm going to a situation at Syracuse in a rebuild, first year without a little bit without Coach Boeheim being there. I don't know if this is the first or second year without Boeheim, but they're in transition. I need to be a complete player. I need to get after it on both ends of the court. I'm known for my scoring prowess, but I want to show that I'm that defender. I'm that guy, because this won't matter when we get between them lines next year. Okay, every guy that made it, we get a matchup. I want to be within the flow of the game, but I also want to.
All right, so I'll just stop it. I'll just stop it right there, bro. So I agree. Kiyan Anthony should have got on the American All-Star All-American list. No question, no doubt about it. But again, we do understand that it is politics. But just even because of the name, I know it's gonna sound crazy. But because he is the #1 player in New York, #1. We didn't say top 10. He #1. We didn't say he's amongst the top 100. He's #1. #1. And the amount of work that he's been putting in to say that they don't need another scorer, he's a shooting guard. That's what shooting guards do. They're meant to fucking score. What are you talking about? It has to be something deeper. It has to be something deeper than just the politics alone. Maybe somebody don't like Carmelo. I don't know, but dog, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But again, I already said it before. It's gonna put a battery in Kiyan's back, and he's gonna walk on. He's gonna play with a chip on his shoulder now, simply because of things like that. He gonna fucking dominate. He finna go to an entirely new level in his game and what he's gonna do and what he's gonna bring to the table as a hooper. So it's going to be exciting to see, bro. And shout out to Carmelo Anthony for the Hall of Fame, bro. Like I said before, it's much deserved. You deserve that for sure. No questions asked. So much love. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It's going to help the algorithm reach the type of people that like my type of content.